Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to add more instruction within a Seesaw activity. This can be one that you create from scratch. It could be one that you change from someone else. Um, and hopefully by adding more instructions in for your students, then you can kind of guide them along in the activity for what you want them to learn and what your instructional goals are for that particular lesson. So what I've done today is I've actually taken one of the math lessons from Todd and Rory, and all I've done is I've cut and copied their instructions right here on one slide and then each story problem on their own slide. And then I've added in, I'll show you some virtual manipulatives so the kids can work through um, this concept. So I'm going to come here to this activity. I'm going to click the three dots. I'm going to hit edit activity. These were my simple instructions. This was the video that Todd and Rory had originally found. And then this is the student template. This is where I want to show you how you can add your own instructions within your Seesaw activity. So like I said, all I did was I copied and pasted their instructions, and then on each slide I did their story problem, and then I actually added in some virtual manipulatives. And in this problem I knew I'd need 7 apples, so there's actually 7 stacked right here. And on the next problem I needed 9 walnuts, so I did 9 right here. On slide 4, I needed 6 raisins, so I stacked them right there. And then on slide 5, I needed 4 chocolate chips, so I put that right there. So that's my setup I did. And now I want to walk you through kind of the process for what you could do. And the cool thing about this is there's so many options as for you as the teacher. You can decide how you want to teach it and how you want to focus it. So let's go ahead and look at that. So this first slide where it's a direction slide, this might be one you want to talk to your students more about the activity. You may just want to read this to them, but you can decide. A lot of times I usually add in like other information in here, but you could just come here, click the record button. Cookie Monster loves cookies. Today he is trying to make apple, walnut, raisin, and chocolate chip cookies. You saw Cookie Monster eat all the ingredients in the video. Ernie found a few more, but Cookie Monster ate some of those too. How much is left? So boys and girls, on the next couple slides, we're going to explore how to find out how much is left of these ingredients. Then you can just stop that here. What I like about this slide is, and then I need to click my done. Once this is done now, it's just a play button that the students can listen to. So this can just be your kickoff, you're talking to them. And then let's look at now the actual activity. So there are times you may just want the kids to go, you might just read this to them and then they can go solve it. But as the teacher, you can kind of decide how you're going to set it up. So a few ways I was thinking about this is this first problem might just be a practice problem that you're modeling for your students and they're kind of watching the whole process with you. So I may just hit the record button. All right, boys and girls, I need your help solving this problem. So it says, Ernie found 7 apples. Cookie Monster ate 5. How many are left? So the first part tells me Ernie found 7 apples. So maybe I want to get those. I see some apples right here. So let's get them out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have my 7 apples. And then the next part tells me Cookie Monster ate 5 of them. How could I show that Cookie Monster ate 5 of them? One way I could do that is maybe I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to show he ate them by crossing them out because that means they're gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's see, it says I need 5, so 5. And then the last part says how many are left. And when I look at this, I'm going to circle these that are left, and it looks like I have 2 that are left. So boys and girls, what you're going to do on the next couple slides is you're going to read the story problem, and then I want you to solve it. And after you're done, you can go to the next slide and check your answer. So then I can click done here. I can click my check mark that I have that how I want it. If you don't like it, you can re-record. So in this problem, I decided to do maybe the whole problem with them. One thing I probably should have added was maybe as the teacher, you want them to set up a story problem. So this could have been a time that you could have added that for them, is said, okay, how could we put this in a story problem? You could have wrote that through. Another way I could have set it up is I could come here now that they've kind of seen it. I could come to slide 3 and I could duplicate this slide. And the first one could just be me reading it to the students so they don't have to read it to themselves. So I could come here to slide 3. I'm going to hit duplicate. And now I'm going to record this one. Ernie has 9 more walnuts. Cookie Monster ate 2 of them. How many are left? Boys and girls, please go to the next slide and solve this for me. So now I can hit my green check mark. So that's done. And now slide 4, the students can go solve that. And if you want, what could be helpful to give students that immediate feedback, I could actually duplicate slide 4 now. So slide 3 is your instruction. Slide 4, the student does it. And slide 5, you could even set it up for the students. You could show them what you did. So you could record yourself. So boys and girls, how I solved this is I saw there was 9 walnuts. It told me Ernie had 9 walnuts. So I got my 9 walnuts out. Almost there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I have 9 walnuts. Ernie has 9 more walnuts. And then it says Cookie Monster ate 2 of them. So to show he ate 2 of them, I'm actually going to cross these out. 1, 2. And then it says how many are left. So I'm going to count these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 are left. And I'm trying to think, how could I put that in a number sentence? I could say there are 9. And then since Cookie Monster ate 2 of them, I'm going to subtract 2. And then that equals 7. So I put it in a number sentence. Boys and girls, if you solved it similar or got the same answer, great job. If you didn't solve it, if you didn't get the same answer, go back and try it again. And I can just click done. If I don't like that, I can re-record. But now, just looking back, so slide 3 is I read it to them. Slide 4, they solve it themselves. And then slide 5, you could model how you solved it or one way to solve it. You could even duplicate the slide a couple times if you wanted to show them a few different strategies, if there were ones that you wanted to point out. And then you could do that same thing on slide 6. If you wanted to duplicate it, if I want to duplicate it 3 times, I could. So now slide 6, I can do my directions. Slide 7 could be the student solving. And then slide 8, I could model it for them. So as the teacher, you can decide how to do this. But what I love about it is it gives you an opportunity to still, like in a regular lesson, think of how you would teach it. You could still do that essentially here. You could model, you could ask questions to the students. You could still have them think about things. And then you could make a slide that they're responding to or demonstrating. So what I love about Seesaw is just that, is really hopefully you can take what you'd normally do in class and now kind of tweak some things, but you could replicate it in this Seesaw activity. And then when you're done, you can just click your green check mark saying you've completed it. Now it's ready to go. And then I can hit save. So now that that activity is done, I want to come to my library, and then I just want to show you how you could take someone else's activity. So this is an activity that we're going to have in our examples for you in the newsletter today. But what you could do is you can come here to this 3 dots, and I could actually copy and edit this. So when I come to copy and edit, I could come to her student template, and then it already has directions on here, but I could change it right here. I could re-record this. Then I could come to her next slide that she gave directions on, and I could change that or make it my own by re-recording. So that's what's nice about it is so many wonderful teachers are out there creating some great lessons. Now you can go take them, and then you can add your own instruction to it, how you want to say it for your students, and do that here. So really this activity has your entire lesson that you want to do, and then the kids can turn it into you, and then you can go see their work. So hopefully this is helpful, and it maybe get you thinking about things in a new way and see how easy it is to add your own instruction within a Seesaw activity. And let us know if you have any questions. Have a great day. Thanks.